What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris bringing you more games from the Starseries Season 3. Meet your makers on the Radiant versus Fnatic RC on the Dire. Should be a good one, because I don't think I've actually seen this crew with this tag yet. So I think this should be the first one. Unfortunately, I know, right? Still 0.74. I know, it sucks. And I want to see 0.75 as much as you guys do. And I'm sure if you really want to see 0.75, you would go somewhere else for it. But we're going to just keep trucking along with this. Hopefully, I haven't actually been looking at the dates of the replays. I could actually go ahead and do that, but I'm not going to, because then I would have to look up when 0.75 came out in Dota 2, and then that takes work, like a whole minute of work. But I keep on forgetting, so it's not going to happen. Fnatic RC picking up Enigma and the Invoker as their first two picks. Kind of interesting. I mean, Enigma usually is seen like at the 4 or 5 spot, or at least like a little bit later on. First pick material, I mean, Enigma is very valuable. Yes, he does have that black hole which could turn a team fight around. He does have insane jungling potential, but I don't know if he's actually first pick material. But either way, they will have that solid jungle, long lane if they choose to lane it like that, as well as the Invoker. Probably, well, it's impossible to tell what he's going to go for at this point as far as a build. Either Wex or Exort. MYM going to pick up the Beastmaster as well as the Venomancer. Now, the Venomancer is kind of expected. Beastmaster, though, I don't know. I mean, it's another one of those heroes that gets banned out in the second phase, but I feel like is kind of wasted in a first pick phase. I mean, Beastmaster is good. His gank potential, as well as his map awareness, is pretty much unrivaled. But I don't really know, because actually this is the exact thing that happens. You see a team where you go, hey, these guys need a long lane, let's ban out Broodmother, let's ban out Beastmaster, or Windrunner, or Bounty Hunter, or any of those heroes, and you can't play them. But I guess MYM, they just wanted to get that Beastmaster. It looks like they're going to go for a 4-1 strategy with a farming Naga Siren. I mean, they don't really have any giant team fight set up quite yet. Venomancer, not really needed, since Venomancer usually does get an ultimate off anyway. But Beastmaster doesn't need the preparation from the Naga Siren ultimate. I mean, Fnatic, I mean, they would probably benefit a little bit more from Naga Siren with that Enigma Invoker, but unfortunately it's not available to them. MYM, they still could pick up a Tidehunter, unless that gets banned out by Fnatic. Probably would be a good ban, because you don't want to deal with that Sleep Ravage. It's just painful all day long. They're going to ban out the Enchantress instead. Fair enough. MYM, they have a solid safe lane. They have a hero that could long lane. They just need to shore up their lanes. Their damage is fine. The support is a little bit lacking, but it should be able to be shored up as well. Fnatic, they have a carry. They do have some pretty substantial lanes as well. What they're needing right now is either a long lane or, ooh, that's interesting, or a support hero. Yeah, they need just straight up support, actually. But MYM, they're actually going to be the ones to ban out that Tidehunter. Very interesting. You can see right here, they do have the last pick, or the first pick, I guess, which is the complete opposite of the last pick, so I'm just completely wrong. But they do have that pick right after this banning phase, and they could pick up that Tidehunter as the fourth, but I guess they really don't want it. Naga Siren probably just going to be comboed off with someone like Alina, perhaps, in a pretty good kill tri-lane, then get like a Queen of Pain or something. I mean, why not? Naga Siren could be used for that initiation role with that Song and Siren, but we see here, like all the time, as the just go kill everything role, and then use that Song and Siren just for when you're in deep shit, or when your teammates are in deep shit, and then you have to get them out. It works well either way. Fnatic, they sure are taking their time with this final ban. Who is still in the pool that MYM would probably want? I mean, I said before, Queen of Pain, another mid-hero. Storm Spirit might not be that bad. They should be fine with the Naga Siren. I don't think they'll pick up another melee hero, because then that would lead to very melee-heavy lanes, and that's really something you would probably want to avoid. Of course, you could get around that sometimes by picking up someone like a Brewmaster, who's still in this game. We haven't really been seeing Brewmasters as of late, though. Poor Panda. He didn't get changed or anything, just people didn't want him. Although he did get changed in the most recent version, so I guess, well, I mean, that doesn't count. The most recent version doesn't count because we are 2 versions behind that. How unfortunate, right? Fnatic, they sure are taking their time. But anyway, guys, this game should have a decent frame rate. I mean, I don't know what happened to my last VOD. If you saw that, well, I don't know. But if the frame rate starts to go into the crapper, I guess I would just have to pause. I mean, before I restarted my computer in one of those cuts, but I'm not really looking to do that again, because it takes a lot of time. So I don't know. Maybe we're just gonna have to suffer through a little bit of slow frame rate. I don't really think it's gonna clear up though. Hopefully it'll just be fine though. Hopefully everything will be perfect. MYM gonna pick up that Shadow Shaman, so their support lineup is straight set. They have a Venomancer and a Shadow Shaman to support. Very solid lineup right there. Right now. What did they need? They need a mid lane hero, so that's going to be their pickup there. Someone to go up against most likely the Invoker, possibly the Morphling. But I would really put my money on the Invoker. Fnatic, they still do need a support hero. Really, anyone will do fine. Okay, they're going to go for Nature's Prophet. So now, Nature's Prophet or Enigma. Nature's Prophet is probably going to go on that long lane. Enigma in the jungle, because Enigma is a little bit faster with that jungling speed than the Nature's Prophet is. And I feel like even though Enigma can get the denies in the lane, Nature's Prophet could do a little bit better because those treants have a little bit higher movement speed. You get the creep wave pulled into your side of the lane a little bit quicker. So I do think that's what Fnatic is going to do with that. Also get some pretty good global presence, but Fnatic, I mean, they're pretty balanced as far as the fights go. They have the Enigma plus the Invoker for like the giant AoE side, then the Morphling Nature's Prophet for kind of more the individual target focus. MYM, well, I mean, they could protect the Naga Siren pretty decently. They have some pretty good early game power, like level 1 power especially. Their lineup is pretty sick. But this final, I mean, it's just Queen of Pain. I mean, come on. Or Storm Spirit, or Gyrocopter. I would love to see that. For some reason, whenever people pick up Gyrocopter, they always get that like split shot thing, and I never understood that. I mean, it's great and everything if you have like a million kills and actually deal damage, but in the early game, just get the base damage stuff that actually does high damage. But that's me speaking out of my like 3 games of Gyrocopter experience. So I have no idea. You probably should just not listen to me, because I clearly don't know what I'm talking about. But MYM, they have stuns everywhere. They have so much lockdown. It's going to be very tough for Morphling to actually survive if MYM have their sights set on that Morphling. And well, they're sure taking their time. I don't think either of these teams have been known for really like wild picks. That kind of makes me sad, because you know I do like those teams. Okay, it's gonna be the Storm Spirit. Fair enough. That mid lane, very solid mid laner against Invoker. He's gonna be outranged a little bit, but he should be able to function just fine. Unless he's up against a Morphling, in which case the range will probably be a non-issue, and the lane will be more or less a wash. So MYM, they have some pretty strong single target focus right now. The Roar from the Beastmaster, the single target, huge initiation range from the Storm Spirit, plus all the disables following up. So MYM, they're going to run a solid 4-1 strategy, and Fnatic, their support is going to be the Shadow Demon. I mean, it's fine. Fair enough. Supports really aren't that different from one another, especially when they're on your team. I mean, there's some distinctions, like when you have a Venomancer Juggernaut or something like that, but really CM Juggernaut could work just as well. Shadow Shaman Juggernaut works also. Really, when you pick up support heroes, you want to try to counter off the enemy team. And I guess the reasoning for Shadow Demon over the other heroes is that Naga Siren's illusions will do a little bit of damage. But really, they could have gone for anyone. They needed the early game power, and why not pick up the Shadow Demon? Because he has some pretty good setup, even though Fnatic don't really need setup. Well, if you land the amplified damage curse, Soul Catcher? Yeah, Soul Catcher. If you land that on anyone, then they take a waveform. Well, that's a lot of hurt right there. So Fnatic, as well as MYM, both running pretty good 4-1 strategies. I do feel like if MYM take a giant rumble with Fnatic, unless they pick off the Enigma or the Invoker right off the bat, they're going to be in a little bit of trouble moving forward within those fights. But we'll just have to see. On the Fnatic side, we have Fitsky playing the Shadow Demon, JK on the Nature's Prophet, Schneckles on the Invoker, No Tail playing the Enigma, and Era hard carrying that Morphling role. On the MYM side, we have Balsam on the Naga Siren, Rise on the Beastmaster, Atsi playing that support Venomancer, following up with Calculus on the Storm Spirit, and leading the charge is the Nino on his typical support role, the Shadow Shaman. We do have JK teleporting very aggressively to get some wards up. Well, I mean, MYM, they're definitely not going to expect that. I don't think Nature's Prophet was seen. Of course, that could have been extremely risky, but hey, he used his teleport to place wards. Of course, that doesn't mean he's not going to have the Nature's Call to pull the creep wave, and since he's going to be laning, that could be a little bit of a problem for him. No-Tails will probably help him out, but it looks like instead No-Tail wants to help the mid lane. It's going to be Schneckles versus, well, if you're on Fnatic, you're going to bet that Storm Spirit is going to be the other one on the mid lane. I do think Invoker could do just fine against that. Doesn't need the help from Enigma. JK would probably be better off with that help, but, you know, whatever, man. No-Tail is most definitely going to be jungling with 4 Clarities plus extra Tangos just in case. And Nature's Prophet is geared up for a laning build. Not going to get much done though. He does have that teleport, so possibly they're going to look to be very aggressive at the outside of the game. See Morphling burning a lot of his mana actually. I do think that's a mistake. If you're going to do this, do it in the frickin' base. So that you're not down almost 100 mana right off the bat. Very weak, but he also knows that he's not going to be up against anyone substantial. Beastmaster picking up the call at level 1. Going to get this very early bird out, and is flying very close to the floor. Oh, don't hit the tree. Oh. And he's just kind of trying to block some camps off. And Fitsky, is he going to see this? Oh, one hit, and plus 30 gold for the Shadow Demon, as he takes the lead for gold per minute. On the mid lane, it's actually going to be Atsy as well as Balsam, so a dual lane with that Naga Siren. Going to go up against Schneckles. In the bot lane, Calculus is going to be up against no one with the Nino supporting because JK doing the cute action. Oh, you're taking a little bit too much damage there, Nature's Prophet. You're not looking too healthy. Oh, please die. I would love to see that. Are you really going to do this? Why?
Autumn comes too soon.
He revived pretty much instantly, and he's going to go back to finish a job. He didn't lose that much gold, but still, that's still. I mean, sometimes you just get screwed over with those troll camps, man. Trolls do a lot of damage, and I missed an engagement on Schneckles. I guess it was just a net Riptide plus a Gale. But I was having too much fun watching this because you don't really see this in pro games. If you're gonna jungle, I mean, you get the treants, but I guess they want to double jungle and completely forego the bottom lane. Nature's Prophet wouldn't have gotten much to. Oh, Radiant Courier. Did he? Oh, he got the Courier with the treants. Beautiful play by JK. I changed my mind. Everything is as it should be. He is just trucking all over the place. MYM, they now know that something's up. And JK, he has a teleport in 5 seconds. And, well, MYM, they're not heading over there. So it looks like Nature's Prophet is going to get out of there. So I like it. I mean, he cleared a creep camp, got a courier on top of that. And getting a courier is fantastic. But getting a courier early is even better. Because then Naga Siren, I mean, she's holding on to a lot of gold. And everyone, I mean, they can't get their items. That's another 3 minutes where they will have no items. Atsy took a cold snap, taking a lot of damage from Schneckles, but Balsam's going to turn around, try to do a little bit of damage to the Invoker in return. Atsy is going to survive net onto Schneckles now as Balsam still doing the right-click damage, but the creeps starting to stack up their damage, and Balsam has got to watch out. Oh, Rise is actually coming. Where did you come from? He's going to try to right-click down Schneckles. He is going to get the last hit, and Rise picking up the first blood onto Schneckles in the mid lane. I don't know what the hell Rise was doing over there, but hey, it got him a first blood, so it's all good, man. Invoker is teleporting back in. Has a lot of health and mana, and Balsam is not looking the most healthy right now. He's going to take a cold snap, live with 40 HP. Does he have a salve? He doesn't have a salve. See, JK could just teleport in right now, get like one hit onto this guy, and then he'll just run away. Or even like suicide to the Radiant. But it looks like he's content with just farming this high ground, and MYM, they still haven't caught on. Because really, when do you see this? I mean, I don't think I've even seen it in my pub games. I know it happens in pub games, but I've personally never seen it. So Fnatic, they're getting the double jungle off. No-Tail is jungling pretty quickly. JK jungling extremely slowly because he's just using his right clicks and not his treants. So that's a lot of wasted damage potential right there. But hey, they're getting a lot of income. And MYM, well, let's actually take a look at how they're doing. It is in favor of Fnatic just a little bit. EXP are in favor of them as well. Top lane Rise is saying, screw that, I'm not even going to try, because if I go up there, I'm going to die. So Beastmaster, I mean, he could jungle too, but I feel like JK's position up here is jungling just a little bit more effective than the Beastmaster can. Plus, he's already, he already has that early lead because of that, I mean, he's been doing it from the first minute of the game, so he's had a lot more time to actually get that going. Calculus on the spot lane, 26-14. Second place as far as gold per minute goes, but Morphling is at the front, 26 for 17. Wow, wow, wow. That's pretty good. But everyone from Fnatic doing pretty okay as far as the gold per minute goes because of that courier kill. And Schneckles, unfortunately, did take the first death, but hell, I mean, if you get the courier and you give up first blood, I think that's pretty much a wash. Rise is doing the ancient stacking, and I do think Fnatic have no idea about this engagement on Schneckles. Is there a net? Balsam can take a cold snap. He's got to fall back because there's a lot of creeps there. Atsi is going to continue doing the damage, but the tornado can do a lot of damage to Balsam. He's going to fall back. He should be just fine. But Schneckles, he's going to be fine as well. Meantime, the bot lane, Treant's summoned up, and JK has a ride from the jungle. And that's a surprise for MYM, but they already bought this tower very, very low. Nino and Calculus pushing aggressively. Nino going to go very aggressively onto Nature's Prophet just to shock down a couple of the creeps. But now his teleportation support coming in. Tower does get destroyed. No Tail's going to stun Nino, and Calculus is going to try to do as much damage as he can. But Nino, will he die to the right clicks? He's going to try to hide in the corner, salving up. But No Tail's going to get pulled back. Nino, I do feel like he should have just ran away. Shackle onto No Tail, and he's still alive, but there he goes down. No Tail's going to go down also, and Calculus, does he have enough damage to bring down this Nature's Prophet? He's very, very weak. He's going to try to teleport out. He now does have his ultimate. Will it be enough? It's very close, but no. The Nature's Prophet does get away. So Calculus getting one kill there in exchange for the Shadow Shaman. I feel like Nino could have just ran down. It would have been fine. I mean, his juke definitely did get them a kill, but I'm pretty sure that kill would have happened regardless. But in either case, trading off an Enigma for a Shadow Shaman when the Enigma's been jungling the entire time and the Shadow Shaman has been supporting the entire time, that is more than worth it. Schneckles might be ganked up by Atsi, who's circling around, has that level 1 Gale, and that's a lot of slowing power right there. But it is a phase boost, plus 3 Wex, so I don't know if they could actually make something happen. Calculus, I mean, he took down the bot lane tower and he did get himself a kill, so he's going to go for a Void Stone plus Arcane Boots. So that looks like it's going to be a fast Bloodstone. Haven't seen that build on Storm Spear for quite a long time. But I don't imagine him going for anything else. I mean, that's a lot of mana regeneration. I mean, Storm Spear never could have. Oh, Schneckles is going to get initiated upon. Calculus is going to zip in, but a tornado hitting both of them. He can get pulled in, though, by the Storm Spear. And now Schneckles spending all of his gold before he dies. I like that. It's what you're supposed to do all the time, technically. But sometimes it just isn't a possibility. And now they're going to try to take down this tier 1 mid tower. In the meantime, in the top lane, No Tail, Fitsuki, and Era trying to work down this top tier 1. The Eidolons there. Do they have a Ring of Basilius? They do have a Ring of Basilius, so it's a little bit of extra armor for everyone. This top tower is going to go down, but the mid tower is going to go down first, I believe. Oh, it's going to be close. Teleportation coming in. A whole bunch of Fnatic heroes. No Tail looking for a black hole. He's going to find Calculus. Burn the black hole just for him. The curse goes on to him as well. Net canceling off that black hole, and Calculus doesn't manage to get out of here. He's going to take a tornado hit. He's going to drop. Why didn't you zip out? What are you doing, Calculus? And the tower is going to be denied. Destroyed. Top tower by Era. And the mid tower denied. So Fnatic definitely got the upper hand there. I don't know what the hell Calculus was doing. He had plenty of mana. But no. He wanted to sit there and take the tornado and die. And who am I to argue with someone who actually knows what they're doing when they're playing this game? I mean, if you want to die, I guess it's a tactical decision, but now, I mean, there's 4 heroes on the mid lane. Treants, Eidolons, this pushing power from Fnatic is intense. Balsam unable to actually defend this. Teleportation coming in is going to be the Storm Spirit, but there's still so many summons. It's going to be suicide, I feel, for them to actually go on anyone. I guess they can just clear off the summons and get a little bit of gold, but... Okay, there you go. Clear off the summons, probably bought him another teleportation scroll. But Calculus, I mean, come on, man. I've seen better from you. I've seen a lot better. And dying in Storm Spear when you have that much mana, that should not be happening. Hell, even I would have gotten out there. I would have just, like, panicked and ran. And you guys know how good my Storm Spirit is. I mean, my Storm Spirit is, like, A+. It puts Calculus' Storm Spirit to shame, really. Yeah, but I would have escaped. It would have been no problem at all. There's no big deal. Just zip out of there. In case you didn't know, that was me not being serious. Just to clear that up right there. Schneckles has picked up an invisibility rune, looking for a cold snap on Balsam perhaps. He does have support in Fitsuki, but Shadow Demon level 4, I mean, he has some offensive capabilities, but against Naga Siren, I don't know if it'll be enough. On the top lane, people's dying. Oh god, JK getting ganked up by Calculus, diving the tower just a little bit. Nino's gonna take away for him though. Era should be able to take this kill up. He's actually getting confused in the trees. Era, what you doing, man? Oh, now Nino's probably going to go ahead and live. Tornado going to fly out, just barely clip the Shadow Shaman. That should be enough for one more right click from the Invoker, and that Shadow Shaman does job. Trading for a Nature's Prophet. I mean, once again, Nino's being the one who's taking the falls. But for MYM, that's pretty much what they want. Oh, Rise almost got tree blocked. Oh, the trees. Oh, they still do spawn, though, and I completely missed that gang on the bot lane, guys. I'm sorry. But I was having too much fun doing whatever the hell I was doing, speaking bullshit. Oh, shit. Oh, no, please. Don't frame rate, please. Frame rate stopped. Rise is still pulling those ancients. He's salving up. But he's getting quite a few levels out of this. He's already level 6. Oh, that dragon. This young little dragon almost canceled off that salve, and Rise would have been pissed. He would have killed him. But he's getting up there. He's 1,300 gold, boots as well as a soul ring. 9 minutes in for a hard lane Beastmaster who wasn't even in the lane for the entire first 5 minutes. It's not doing too bad. The axes will continue to fly, and he should get at least a level 8 from this. I feel if he continues to stack it up at least. So Rise is going to be pretty effective. Will have that roar, and then once he's there, I mean, Fnatic, they got to watch out because the lockdown power, as I said before, is pretty vicious. I do feel like Era will be a very good target for MYM to go and kill, and they can make that happen. I mean, Calculus could zip in, get his pull damaging combo, his entire thing going really, and then Rise could roar, or I mean, in any order really. Nino to follow up with some stuns and shackles and stuff like that. But it's more than possible. But Morphling so far has been getting free farm. I mean, comparing that to the Storm Spirit who's been getting free farm, Storm Spirit is going for a build that capitalizes on early farm. That's going to be the Bloodstone. The faster you get that, the faster you stack that up, the more effective it is. But Morphling getting free farm, I feel, is going to benefit Fnatic a lot more in the long run. MYM, with the Storm Spirit getting the free farm, is going to benefit them a lot more in the short run. Now Calculus, I mean, he got quick arcane boots plus a perseverance. That's pretty substantial mana regeneration right there. So he can be very active, but he's continuing to farm. He could do this for a little bit more, but eventually he's going to have to leave that lane and really get more kills on the board. Oh, let's see Beastmaster kill all these creeps except for this one. I think everyone else should die, and the dragon, I guess, should live. Do it, Rise. Kill them all. Gold, 2,200 so far. Look how much gold he's getting. That's why stacking Ancients, guys. The enemy team has a Beastmaster, you gotta watch out for these stacked Ancients, especially if the Beastmaster is on the dire side, because it's just so easy. You just stand right here, and then axes, and then these lizards are unhappy, and they go try to kill you, and then you kill them. So the joke is ultimately on them. Balsam farming on the top lane's gotta watch out. Era is around. He could do a little bit of damage. I don't think he could take the Naga Siren toe for toe. Oh, he's gonna try anyway. Wait for him in. He'll take a Riptide for his efforts, but he is forcing the Naga Siren out of there. Fortification on the bot lane as the Serpent Wards do get dropped off, doing a little bit of damage to this tower. Shouldn't be enough to bring it down, though. Calculus and Nino, they could die for JK if they feel like it. But he does have support coming in from the Invoker, who almost has his Wex maxed out, so that EMP is going to be absolutely hard to deal with. Especially if your name is Storm Spirit, because you kind of need your mana. Mana is a little bit important on this guy. But the score right now, 5 for 3. Each team, well, I guess MYM has taken one more tower, so they are kind of equalizing things a little bit. But at the end of the day, Fnatic, they're just getting more farm. The gold advantage not sitting in favor of anyone in particular. EXP slightly in favor of Fnatic, but really not that a big deal. Looks like Nature's Prophet is going to get a hand to minus 12 minutes in. I mean, it's definitely not the fastest I've ever seen, but going for a medallion first, that's like fair enough. Also with the double damage, you're going to go toe-to-toe with Era, netting him to the floor, but here comes No Tail. Going to spot. Oh, no. Tail. Why? Why would you do that? I mean, that wasn't even in range. That wasn't even close to being in range. Why would you do that to me, No Tail? Ats is going to take a little bit of damage from Schneckles, but he should be able to live just fine. But Fnatic whiffing the black hole. I would not recommend missing black holes, guys. It's not a good investment of your time or mana. But MYM, they're just waiting. I feel like they could be a lot more aggressive here. I mean, they do both teams do have some pretty good team fight. But the thing is, oh, Balsam might be in a little bit of trouble though. Here comes No Tail, the black hole list. No Tail is gonna get the Malphite on an Era. With the right click should be enough. He does have another waveform as well. But Naga Siren does have a Vanguard, so he might survive. He's gonna run into Enigma conversions. Oh, there's the Silent Siren plus a teleport out. Balsam holding on to that as long as he possibly can. He's gonna get out of there. In the meantime, the bot lane Rise gonna roar onto Fitsky. 2-3. Oh my god, teleportation support. Not gonna be in time though, as he's already gonna go down. Rise now on the run. Sprout onto Ats. He's gonna try to teleport out of here. Waveform in though, denying that teleportation out. And Storm Spirit should be fine as well. It's very aggressive. Training is a Shadow Demon for the Venomancer. I mean, who actually got the kills? Venomancer got the kill and then he died, so it's not in favor of MYM. That was in favor of Fnatic. Rise has picked up a Vanguard with all his gold. I mean, why not? Usually do see like a pipe or something, but magical damage from Fnatic, it's there. But I guess he just wanted a Vanguard because, do you know what else is there? Friggin' conversions, man. They do so much damage. Fnatic getting pushed down this mid lane on the bot lane. JK as well as Schneckles, they gotta run. Ghost walk, so I guess they know what the target is. They're not even gonna go for their target. Fair enough. Bird, no. Oh, Bird died. But the bot lane tower did go down. Morphling picking that one up. He almost has his Lincoln Sphere. Yeah. Very good choice. Against Storm Spirit, Roar, Naga Siren, Net, anything the Shadow Shaman has to throw out. Very good choice from Fnatic. So good on Era to recognize that that is, in fact, the correct item choice to go for. So we're going to have that in relatively short order. Balsam, I mean, he's a Vanguard, plus Tranquil Boots. No Soul Ring, though. Usually you do see a Soul Ring with the Tranquil Boots because you lose health, then you regain it with the Tranquil Boots, and then you can cast your spells. And then it's pretty much a cheaper version of Arcane Boots. But apparently he's okay with his mana levels. You can go straight for survivability. I guess with the bottle you don't really need that. But Balsam, I mean, he's so far going to be that tanking role because he doesn't need to be doing the damage yet. Fair enough, but eventually he's going to have to do some damage comparable to that the Morphling could deal out. Top lane's going to get ganked though. Nino and Ryze smoked up. They want to Roar. There's Zip being going to pull in Era. Roar for follow from Ryze. There's the wards to drop. Roar onto Era. And he's going to take access, but a mech from No Tail. Doesn't have a black hole though. JK has teleported in here. Ryze is going to take a Malphite stun. Nino stuck in a corner just a little bit, taking a lot of damage from that minus armor for the medallion. Looks like he is going to survive. Ooh, that was beautiful. Hexing off the Calculus illusion, and everyone gets to live. How often do you see a gank like, oh, Steckles going to force staff himself in, Cold Snap onto Ryze, taking a lot of damage from these conversions. Will he have enough health to survive? Tornado going to fly out as Calculus trying to do as much damage, distractionary really, for Ryze to survive, but a Sprout is 13 HP. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Now pull onto Schneckles as Atsy's teleported in, getting unleash everything he has. Schneckles is going to be the one to fall. No. Oh, there's a Sentry Ward. Yes, he is. How did only one person die from all of that? What the hell is going on? Beastmaster very close, then Nino very close. Calculus was just like doing his own thing. Now he has a Bloodstone. 60 minutes in, not bad at all. He's gonna start to stack those up. Unfortunately, got a lot of kills before he got that Bloodstone, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Kills are great. They make you get your Bloodstone faster, but you get them after, then you get a whole lot more charges, and then everyone's happy. But Fnatic, I mean, the important thing about that is that Era survived. He got his Lincoln Sphere. If he died, that would have set his Lincoln Sphere back another like minute or so. And that would have meant a possible additional death. So I mean, yeah, everything worked out for Fnatic, I guess, except for the loss of the Invoker. But really, what are you gonna do? Era gonna go toe-to-toe with Balsam once again, who has a Regeneration Rune. So Balsam's gonna win this because I don't think Era could actually stick onto Balsam long enough and actually bring him down before the Naga Siren detaches from the fight and uses that Regeneration Rune. But all 5 in the spot lane for Fnatic. Naga Siren might be in a little bit of trouble. She does have enough mana for the Song of Siren. Well, I guess Regeneration Rune also helps. They're looking for a gank onto Era, but he has a lot of backup. They gotta be careful. Net onto Era, knocking off that Lincoln Sphere. But here comes the rest of Fnatic. Black hole into Balsam. You are so screwed, Balsam. There he goes. And Calculus is gonna make his way out. He should be able to live. Force staff into Schneckles, but oh no, he's gonna instead go for the weak target in the Shadow Shaman. There goes the Hex, plus a Ward Trap, not gonna lash out. Will it pull him back into the wards? He can get his disruption as Morphling waves through for the Shadow Shaman kill. Schneckles taking a little bit of damage still. Calculus is cursed up, trying to get out of here. He has a 15 stick charges plus a couple Bloodstone charges as well, and he's gonna live. But MYM losing the Naga Siren as well as the Shadow Shaman. They did not expect Fnatic to have that many heroes there. And really, well, they paid for it by losing too. Fnatic tying things up a little bit. That teleportation coming in. Oh, that's not a teleport. Oh wait, it is. No, it's not. Era's here, but you know everyone for MYM is also here. Storm Spirit has some pretty good regeneration, so he could join the fight relatively quickly. But as this game goes forward, I mean Fnatic, I do feel like they have a little bit more late game with that black hole plus the team fight potential that they have. MYM, they have more of a ganking lineup, and yes, they are getting ganks, but I feel like they need more. Because Storm Spirit, I mean, he's been doing pretty good. Balsam, not so much. He's just been farming all game. And farming on the Naga Siren is great, but when your gold permit is still down here when you're farming all game, you know something's wrong. They really need to pick up some more kills, or else, you know, the Venomancer is going to start to become less and less reliable. The Shadow Demon will become more and more reliable, because Shadow Demon, unlike other supports, will continue to get stronger as the enemies get stronger with the disruption, plus Soul Catcher is a flat and bound, which is nice. But Fnatic, they're holding their own so far. They're going to take down this tier 1 mid tower unless Atsi, Hero Plague Ward, do it. Do it. No. Morphin takes up the tower. Gonna wait for him in for the Venomancer. 4 staff plus a tornado. As Venomancer is now in the air. He's gonna take a cold snap and Atsi's gonna go down. In the meantime, top lane. 3-4 MYM pushing this tower, but teleportation support coming in. Once again, it is Schneckles all over the map. No Tail is gonna send. Oh no, Nino, you gotta teleport out right now. If he gets spotted out, he's going to die. There's a Song and Siren securing his escape, and now Balsam's gonna teleport out as well. Everyone from Fnatic going up to that top lane, not getting anything, because shit happens. But MYM lose the Venomancer. Now the score is 7-7. Kind of a tame game going on from both these sides, but I mean, Fnatic known to be kind of passive, and TTB, they're not the most aggressive team in the world either. Calculus is going to go toe-to-toe for Era. He's going to zip right on out of there. But anyway, I feel like the Storm Spirit should really be a little bit more active on the map. I mean, the Invokers, that's what the Storm Spirit should be doing right now. I mean, he's doing just fine. He's participating in a couple of ganks, but most of the time he's on the bot lane. He's going to go for Fitsky, and Fitsky taking a ton of damage from the Storm Spirit. Axes the fly as well, and he's going to go down the other black hole. No, they don't, and the Storm Spirit is going to run right on out. So, I mean, ask and I shall receive, I guess. I asked for the Storm Spirit to be a little more active, and he goes and gets a gank. But really, the Storm Spirit, I mean, he could do a lot of late game damage if he gets like the proper items and everything, but Storm Spirit, he kind of relies on his early mid game to actually get him up to that point. And you either got to get a lot of farm or a lot of kills, and he's been getting the kills, but I mean, Fnatic, they're still holding their own. They should be in the lead. Yes, they are for both gold and experience, and they're going to have Roshan on top of that, which helps. And oh no, the Enigma, what are they going to do without that Enigma clone? Oh, blink forward from No Tail, gonna go for Calculus. Oh, Atsi gonna take a cold snap. Unleash his ultimate before he dies. Era gonna have his net blocked off. Oh, No Tail taking a roar as well as Axis, but everyone from MYM, they gotta fall back. EMP, you're not gonna hit anyone as Calculus does zip out safely. He should be fine. These two should be fine as well. No, they're still gonna go for the Storm Spirit, zipping over the cliff. Era and Schneckles now trapped up there, which is, I mean, they tried. Staff yourself up for a cold snap or a tornado. Era was in range of the adaptive strike, unfortunately couldn't get it off fast enough. But MYM, they now have the score tied upon them. And Fnatic, they're looking pretty good. I mean, Era, he's well on his way to his shotgun. He already does have his Lincoln Sphere, only level 1 boots, which is, I'd rather see level 2, but I mean, what am I going to do about it? But Fnatic, they're looking pretty good. MYM, they need to constantly be ganking the map all over the place, just non-stop. Because Naga Siren is a good carry, but I feel like Morphling with a shotgun is going to be a little bit more valuable to his team. Especially since Naga Siren is not going to have a reliable, I mean, Song and Siren is not going to be the most reliable setup. Really, it's going to be Calculus who's going to be diving in. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for a BKB to accomplish that goal. But Balsam, he needs to do the damage, I feel, because MYM, they're going to be light on right clicks later on, whereas Fnatic, they're going to be just fine with this Morphling. Plus, if they get shotgun down, I don't know, the Shadow Shaman, that's saving them from a lot of disables right there. Lincoln Sphere, already you could see paying off for Era. What, he blocked off like 2-3 nets so far? I mean, a net doesn't really do any damage, but still, net, if you get hit by that, you're going to get slammed with a lot more damage. There's really no way of avoiding that. Looks like my frame rate is actually holding up, guys, so maybe I just have to restart my computer occasionally, because Dota's a stupid program. Stupid game. I hate you. I'm just kidding, I love you, Dota. Don't ever change. Actually, no, change all the time, because I'm tired of 0.74. This is how bored I am. I'm just like watching these guys farm Ancients, because nothing's actually happening on the map. But you know what? That's when I would kind of wish I had a co-commentator, because then I could actually just like sit here and drink water or something, and if they were recording, then I could just like do all sorts of shit on the map. Calculus gonna look for Era, but he cannot kill this Morphling. He has an Aegis. Gotta watch out. Oh, that's a fake Enigma. But Calculus thought it was real, so he burned a lot more mana than he should have. But yeah, if I had a co-caster, that would be so easy. Like, I would just say a couple things. Oh no, top lane engagement. JK getting ward trapped by the Nino. Beautiful ward trap, but JK is going to walk right on out of there. There's a shotgun blast from the Morphling, killing off the Shadow Shaman. Balsam Song a little bit too late. He's forced to pop off his magic stick chart. What are you doing? You got to get out of here, Balsam. What are you doing? There's a roar onto No Tail, but he's completely swamped with Fnatic RC heroes, and he's gonna get dropped. Oh, Rise, what are you doing here? Atsy's gonna try to support, as a support Venomancer should do, but Rise taking him out for stun. Waveform in from Era, gonna bring down this Beastmaster in one hit. There he goes. Now Atsy's gonna be the target. Is there any more spells? No, a Curse is all that they need, and an Adaptive Strike to finish him off. MYM, I have no clue what the hell that was. Naga Siren should have teleported out. I mean, she was low on mana. She didn't have anyone to support. They already lost Shadow Shaman. Blue, well, he's returned to the fight. He's going to get a cold snap, dodging that Deafening Blast. He's got to teleport out of here. He's going to teleport. Schneckles is not going to find him. But MYM in this fight, I mean, Naga Siren burned the ultimate, catching 4. And she had Beastmaster coming into support as well as Venomancer. And already, that's a 3v4. That's not what you should fight. It's just not a good idea. But then combined with the fact that Naga Siren was like all the way over here by the time the song ended, and Beastmaster was like down here. I mean, yeah, No Tail took a roar, but he took it like a man, and the rest of his team just cleaned up the Naga Siren. Oh, Fnatic. Oh, God. Gonna snipe off the Nino. Eric could just go toe-to-toe with Calculus. Net being blocked off. Black hole. Beautiful black hole. No Tail knows it as well. Oh, they're not done yet. They're going to Hex Calculus. Very fast Hex from JK, and he does go down to another Adaptive Strike. Now Era sitting in the middle of the tower. He does have an Aegis, so he should be fine. JK going to sprout himself. I don't know how he managed to get everyone out of that sprout. He's going to just barely teleport out. He's going to be fine. Era is continuing to go for Balsam. He does still have an Aegis, mind you, and Balsam is trying to harass that down, but an Adaptive Strike is going to kill that Naga Siren. Triple kill for Era. He wants more. He does have another Ethereal Blade up, so he could do a lot of damage to Atsy. No Tail is still around, but he doesn't have any mana. Waveform in from Era. He's going to look to burn this Aegis right now. He's going to take a little bit more poison damage. There goes the Aegis, but now Atsy, he's got to run. If he stays here, he's going to die. I feel like he might die anyway. No, Morphling is not going to push his luck. Morphling 904 is huge zip in from Calculus, going to go for No Tail. No Tail is going to drop, but teleportation support not going to happen as Era and Schneckles are now going to try to go for Rise. Tornado going to fly, going to miss. JK is looking to get Hex on someone. He's going to hit Hex on the Nino, plus the Sprout, Morphling waving right through, and one giant hit with that minus armor from the Medallion is going to bring down the Shadow Shaman. Rise going to try to chop his way out. He is going to make it out. I don't feel like there's anything else from Fnatic to actually slow him down. In the meantime, what are you doing here, Calculus? Going to go for Fitzy, picking off supports in the backline. I mean, that's all well and good, but when you have a Morphling who's causing trouble, you kind of have bigger priorities. This Morphling is absolutely devastating right now. That Shotgun Blast, man, that does a lot of damage. Plus the rather fast Hex from JK. Handamitis really doing work for him. I guess all of that farming time really made stuff happen. Morphling gonna look for a shotgun onto Balsam. Should know which one's the real one. Now he should know. Although he doesn't replicate, so you might as well burn all your mana and then replicate out. Oh, it's a trap! It's a trap! It's a frickin' trap! Shotgun! Waveform! There goes Rise. Poor Rise in there. Now Era is just piecing out of there. And that's why Beastmasters go for Hood. That's why everyone should go for Hood. Or, I mean, not everyone, but Beastmaster usually Hood is favored over Vanguard, and well, that Vanguard just didn't work out for him there. Hood would have probably not saved him, actually. Would have saved him from a lot of damage, so Morphling would have taken a lot more damage, but with that replicate up, he was just fine. What is he going to get now? Boots of Travel actually going to be the upgrade of choice. So this Morphling is going to be all over the place with that shotgun, and looks like it's going to be Atsy. Let's see if he survives a shotgun blast. Here comes Era. Hex from JK. Waveform. And not even needed, actually. The Ethereal Blade is saved. It does cost a little bit of mana, but he does pick up the Venomancer kill regardless. Good stuff from Era. And No Tail. Hey man, you got a Blink Dagger. When are you gonna land a black hole? Nah, I'm just kidding, No Tail. You don't have to land black holes because Era's gonna kill everyone for you. Push onto this top lane. This tower is going to drop. Era with another right click on that tower. 1204, 560 gold per minute, and 730. Wow, this Morphling is pretty big. Fortunately for MYM, I mean, this Morphling is kind of invested in items that are one-shot items. I mean, the Boots of Travels don't really do anything for him in combat. Ethereal Blade is, I mean, it does give some pretty good stats, agility and all that good stuff. But really, it's for the blast, and if you could survive the blast, Then you can kill the Morphling because his damage comes in bursts. It's not sustained. Everyone from Fnatic think they're hidden. They are not, because the Scout Hawk is doing his job. And Fnatic, they want to get this tower. They want to get a pick off before they do, though. Or No Tail just looking for a black hole. If you wait that long, you should be able to land a black hole. No Tail. Fitsky a little bit out of position. Smoke up from MYM. They want to take a good fight here. They know that Era is somewhere else. Rise trying to close the distance, but the smoke wears off. Huge zip in from Calculus, though, onto Fitsky. He gets instantly thrown up by the tornado, though, and self-destruction is going to keep him alive for just a little bit longer, but I don't think he could actually escape here. He's going to lay down everything he has before he does go down. Might as well. Why not? The cooldown is short, but here comes Era. Waveforming in from Rise. Shotgun. No Tail's going to blink in for that mini stun. He's going to get him. Calculus now on the run. Balsam also in a very bad position. He does have a song and sound, though, so he should be fine. Era still on the chase for Calculus. Force staff out from Schneckles as trades places, and a black hole onto Balsam. He landed a black hole. Era did manage to shotgun down that Storm Spirit. Now going to go for Balsam. No Tail on the run. Did get to take a purge from this Naga Siren, but Era just doing work to this Naga Siren. Just got to teleport out right now. Tornado going to fly through. Unfortunately, miss from the Invoker, and that is the escape for the Naga Siren. But Fnatic, they haven't lost anyone in that fight. They lost Shadow Demon right off the bat, but hell, it was more than worth it because they took a very good fight after that. And now the Fnatic team, they're just barreling down the mid lane. They have only like about 10 seconds, so this tower probably isn't going to go down. Unless Era just goes straight for Balsam and shotguns him down. That's an option. So then now they have another 50 seconds. This tower is going to take a lot of damage. Teleportation out from the Nature's Prophet. Where are you going? To the bot lane where he's going to get the last tier 2. This tower is going to end up standing, but I think Fnatic, they're going to be okay with getting this bot tier 2. Morphling at this point is just so dangerous. If he goes for Eye of Scotty, then, well, I mean, I guess that could be Manta, but Manta's boring. Go for Eye of Scotty. Tier 2 tower is going to live as Calculus zips in for JK. Should be able to take him out, well, with a roar. On top of it, guaranteeing that Nature's Prophet kill. Does he have buyback? He should have buyback. He's completely wealthy. Holla, holla, get dollar. Nature's Prophet. Okay, could Calculus get shotgun down? How much life does the Naga Siren? Naga Siren has 1300 and she got nuked down. I think Era could pretty much shotgun down anyone on the MYM side. Not sure, but I'm pretty sure that could happen. And if he has an Aegis, he could do it suicidally. And this Roshan is dropping very quickly. I don't think MYM could get here in time to stop this. I mean, Storm Spirit's coming, try to steal it, I guess. But, yeah, it's going to be a little bit risky. Roshan is going to go down without any sort of question from MYM. Nature's Prophet even picking up a Maelstrom. That's the ultimate pushing build for Nature's Prophet. I mean, you already have do have those treants, you have the Wrath of Nature to follow up as well, but getting that chain lightning out does thin the creep wave awfully fast. Era's sticking his neck out very far, actually. He doesn't have a rope to get up. Oh no, Atsy. Oh no. Teleport. Malphus. Shotgun. Nudge to Hex and right clicks. And a 400 damage adapter strike. Dag and eat your heart out. See, this is the sad life of a Venomancer support. Because he has a mech and everything. But he's just getting completely owned. Oh, now the Beastmaster. Oh, and actually he has a hood. Wait for him in from Era. Shotgun. Shotgun not going to kill him this time. See, the hood works, guys. But teleportation in from the Nature's Prophet, not even necessary. Era's going to work the Beastmaster down with right clicks. Now take this tier 2 tower. The rest of his team is around as well. They're going to all slide down to the bot lane. And Nino, you got to teleport back. Calculus got to teleport back. Or else you're going to lose a whole bunch. No Tail's taking a little bit of damage from the Naga Siren, but should be fine from that. Balsam chilling in the Midnight Pulse. You can get shotgun down right now. Stun? Stun? No stun. Era's still in the bot lane, pushing that out with treants at the front line, plus a giant creep wave. This tower is going to go down. Fortification is up, so they can use it to slow down the Fnatic side just a little bit, but now an alacrity on this Morphling, that is going to hurt. Shotgunning down that Venomancer once again. Poor Venomancer, but Calculus going to zip in, try to get Era, but now finally No Tail with the 2-man black hole. Balsam and Calculus are so dead. Deafening Blast over the top as well, and they both take a fall. Calculus buying back into the game. But you know what? They already lost one Rax. They're going to lose another. And now Fnatic, they can just transition right up to the mid lane. Take another set of Rax with the Naga Siren. She's not up, and she's the main source of damage for MYM. Calculus taking a little bit of damage out, but he's gonna zip out of there just fine. Looks like Fnatic, they're more interested in taking down the neutral buildings than they are in taking Iraqs, which is like fair enough. Wait from in from Arrow. Who's he gonna shotgun? It's gonna be the Nino. 1 hit, 2 hit. Rise dumping his roar onto No Tail, axes to follow, but you know what? This Morphling is pretty damn scary right now. Meantime, Nature's Prophet picking up that Storm Spirit. And, I mean, well, there they go. They probably just wanted to force the GG out of MYM. It's a good, solid play from Fnatic. That's what happens when you leave a Morphling alone. He'll get an Ethereal Blade, and he'll shotgun you in the face. And MYM, I mean, they were playing decently, but I feel like they needed to be a little bit more aggressive, get more ganks off. I mean, that's why you pick up a Storm Spirit, right? Naga Siren wasn't farming all the best. I mean, 0-5-4. Granted, a lot of those kills were later in the game when the farming stage was over. But still, I do feel like MYM could have had a better time if they went in a little bit more aggressively, a little bit more often. But anyway, this is going to be it for me, guys. MYM versus Fnatic from Starseries Season 3. This one goes to Fnatic, and this one didn't have any frame rate issues, so hooray for that. And GG, guys.